Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing? Well, I haven't put out a brewing video in a very long time, and I apologize. Life's been busy. The final stages of my depression that I was going through seem to be behind me now, so we're doing good. We can talk more about what's new with me in a few minutes. Today I'm just doing an extract kit, but I haven't used much of my hops. I haven't really been brewing a lot, just basically my red ale kit, nothing special. I've been doing some hop teas with the Perle hops and some of the cascades that have been turning out really well, so I thought I want to do something with a pale ale, use my hops. I was thinking something along the lines of a West Coast pale ale. But I started thinking, well, I've got some cascades left, so I've 4 ounces and whatever's in this bag of cascades. And I've got 2 bags of some Perle hops that's left over. It's probably about an ounce each. And I really like the Perle. The Perle have a nice spice to them. So I'm going to use some of this Canada, which is high malt glucose and some dark malt extract with some noble hops for dry hopping. This with the red ale is fantastic. The hop tea with the Perle hops was almost like an Irish red. The Perle hops gave it a nice spiciness to it. But I've got an Australian pale ale here that I brewed there a little while back that I was going to open, but I think what we'll do, since I've pretty much shown you everything that I've done, I've got 10 liters of water in here, and I'm thinking I'm going to do the boil for about 45 minutes, because I'm not looking for bitterness, I'm looking for hoppiness. So maybe I'll come out with, I don't know, I was kind of thinking to myself and jokingly, Bluenoser East Coast Pale Ale, because Nova Scotians are known as Bluenosers. But anyways, neither here nor there. So, I'll get the water boiling and we'll come back. Alrighty, we're back. So, we'll pour up this Australian Pale Ale. Which I rather like. It's just like the one that Jake gave me. But it's kind of cloudy. But hey, it's not about the cloud, it's about the taste, eh? Cheers. 17. Tasty. Alright, so, starting out, I've got 2 ounces of hops. Wasn't quite an ounce in the bag that was left over, it was like 0.7. So, equaled it out to 2 ounces. I'm going to do a 45-minute boil because I'm not really trying to get any bitterness out of this. Not that I found my hops were very bitter. But, without having them tested, who knows what the acid level is in them. So the water's almost to a boil here. What's new with me? Well, I've taken a new position at work, so I'm no longer doing the 12-hour shift work. Never thought I would say I'm loving the Monday to Friday thing, because I always found I got burned out, getting up early every single morning. It was bad enough only getting up early 2 mornings a week, but missed the 4 days off. But regular schedule is definitely what I needed. It's nice being home every night and on the weekends, so really only starting to think about brewing some different things again. Having a regular shift is giving me more time to do things. Trying to work out some bugs. I've been doing some video editing for my other channel, Halley Drivers, dashcam videos, and hope to have a nice sweet little addition to some of the footage that I've been getting so far. But you'll see. I posted one there the other day and didn't realize that 2/3 of the video was pooched. Viva Video I bought the Pro version. Why can't I render or add an MPEG plus all the additional footage that I added to it and render it out to another MPEG? I guess maybe the 3 files should have been MPEG-4s to begin with, eh? Not entirely sure, but at least I have a third of the footage left over for it. And I do have some other videos that I have rendered that for some reason I just haven't posted on Alley Drivers yet. Woman playing Frogger on the highway. You know, we have multi-lane highways. That one's pretty funny. I've got some good footage that I just got the other day of a driver driving on the wrong side of the road and in and out of the lanes playing Frogger again. But so having lots of fun with that. I'm trying to get caught up with my old videos that for whatever reason I happen to have them on Darlene's computer. So I'm able to get those up, the beaver tails. I've got how to make an alcohol stove and making coffee out in the woods with it. So stay tuned for those. I've got lots of videos planned. We're hitting a full boil here, so cheers to 2 ounces of hops. And as you notice, I've got the window closed. Darlene doesn't like the smell of hops, so I get to enjoy it all in here with you folks. So I'm hitting the timer. Gonna have another cheers. 17. Oh man, this is really good. I think I might just make this again. So, what else is new? Well, I suppose I should describe my position. For those who didn't know, I used to work in a network operations center for an IT company. We'll leave it at that. And now I've taken on a position for internet security and abuse. So I handle all the abuse complaints that come in. So when you see a piece of spam mail or junk mail, you click on it and you hit the junk button or spam button if you log into like your internet browser, and then that sends it to an automated system that reads it. And if it doesn't think it's spam, then it comes to somebody like me, so I get to read it and see whether it's spam mail or somebody's personal mail. Keep that in mind, folks. If you're deleting your inbox on Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail, your internet provider, if it's on an internet browser and there's a spam or junk mail button, you're sending those private mails to people like me. By the way, I do really enjoy the joke emails, but neither here nor there. It's an interesting job, when people have infections on their computer, viruses, trojans, malware, all that nasty stuff. Those reports come in to me. I find out who the customers are. I contact them to let them know that their computer's infected so they can get, the virus all cleaned up with antivirus and whatnot. So far, the thing that I've really enjoyed is how suspicious people are. Awesome. That's awesome. You should be suspicious when anybody calls you out of the blue, says, hey, you've got a problem and I'm going to help you fix it. Right? And I tell those customers I appreciate it because that's good. Good on you. You should be suspicious of anybody. The thing to remember, red flags. Asking for personal information or asking for credit card information. So any of those two happen, just hang up. Or if you're not quite sure, say, hey, you know what? Can I call customer service or tech support and see if you're actually legit? Because there should be notes on your account. Anyways, enough about that. I am having a great job, a great time doing it. And getting a text from my son. Hey buddy, cheers. Timer's going. What else do I need to do? I need to get the pale ale extract in some hot water and get some Canada in some hot water. I think what I'm going to do is at 30 minutes I'm going to add another 2 ounces of Cascade and maybe decisions. I want to add some perle to it too. maybe one bag at half an hour with the cascades and one bag at 15 and whatever's left over from the 2 ounces of cascades. There we go. Alright, I should write that down so I remember. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Alrighty, so I weighed out the cascades, just a hair over 2 ounces, so no problem. So we're almost up to the half an hour mark, and I'm going to start a yeast starter. I've got a cup and 1/3 in this. I just poured it in, I didn't quite measure it out, didn't really care. One tip that I'll pass along that I've been finding is the value of brown sugar. A friend of mine gave me this tip a long time ago, and started out with bottle conditioning, you know, the beers, ciders and whatnot, and using the brown sugar instead of dextrose. What a difference. So now with brown, when I make my starters, I just use a little bit of brown sugar. Really gets the yeast going, and really this is my all-round choice now for if I'm going to use some form of sugar in a batch of beer. Even the extract kits, like the red ales or the ales in general, brown sugar is really good with it instead of dextrose. So give it a try, see what you think. So for the yeast starter anyways, I'm not going to go too crazy here, but I want to get about a tablespoon brown sugar, right? Mix it around. It's lukewarm, or it's not very warm at all, so probably just under lukewarm. Just give it a stir, dissolve it all up. And we open the yeast packet. There we go. Yeasties. I'm just going to pour it in, give them a little stir. Try not to clump them up, of course. Of course, to the horse. And I'm just coming up on the 30 minutes here, so. There we go, nice and tight. Paper towel, just to cover it over. Just kind of wrap it under. Nothing fancy. Put that on the side, and then once everything is together, that should be a nice yeast starter. So we're at 30 minutes. 2 ounces of cascades, and alright, I got the 2 bags here. I really don't know which one is which now, so this is the one that's going in. Alright. I told you it didn't matter. Oh, I suppose I should wait, shouldn't I? Getting all excited. It's been a while since I've, really wanted to get into brewing something. There's nobody home, just me and Darlene and the dogs. What have I got? Half an ounce. Boom. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to come back in 15 minutes. I'm going to put whatever's left in that in, and I gotta get my buckets and stuff cleaned, sanitized. And then we'll be back. Alright, time flies when you're trying to get everything ready. So, it was just half an ounce left of the pearl. So we're at 15 minutes. Drop that bad boy in there. Alright, now I gotta get everything sanitized and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Just turned the water off. So, I've got, there we go, my hop bag in the bucket, so I can strain out all the hop matter. It'll make it a lot easier when it comes time to bottling and putting it in the keg. fully on there. Since that's ready for the extract, we're doing good. Woo-wee! That's hot. Take the mitts off here. Alrighty, gonna let the hops drain out there while I get the extract. Alright, there we go, buddy. Maybe I'll get this lid pushed down with the spoon. I really do want some of this hot goodness here. Get this stuff in here. Well, this is all super hot. Malt looks rather dark for a pale ale, I think. I think this might be the red ale. We shall see though. Maybe my eyes deceive me. It's looking kind of pale. I forgot to do the lids. Blasphemy. Alright. The rest of the extract in there. Oh shit. Oops. No harm, no foul. Didn't get any hops in it anyway, so. Stay. Good boy. I'm going to leave that sit, I don't know, 5 minutes or so, let it continue dripping, and then I'm going to add the cold water and we'll come back when it's time for the yeast. Alright, so I'm at the 23 liter mark. And I suppose it's probably a pale ale. I guess I wasn't expecting the extract to be that dark. Either or. This smells really good. Alright, all nice and stirred. Get my yeast starter here. Look at this. If I can get this right in here. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. So, mixing around a little bit so I can get it all in. Yes, sir. Bob's your uncle. Alright folks, so that's it. Just a matter of taking it downstairs. Glass is empty. Dara's off to the store to get some steaks tonight. It's just me, her, and Hunter, so we're getting fat, thick, juicy ones. Anywho, shout out to all my subscribers. Thanks for being there, guys and gals. My apologies. You know, we can expect some more cooking videos. Got a few ideas for some all grain videos. One of these days maybe I'll show you a picture of what I deal with. Maybe I'll post it right here. So you can see that I've got to clean all of that, because on my videos it all looks nice and tidy, right? That's a pain in the ass, but with 8 people living under this roof, you know, it's tight quarters. So you know what, it is what it is, and that's the way things go. Anyways, I'm almost reaching 2 million views while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, awesome. Weather's getting nicer. Have a lot of plans for around the yard. I don't think I'll film any how-tos on doing it, but you know, maybe a couple of update videos, show you what's going on. Who knows? But anyways, video's been long enough. When Dara comes back, I gotta fire up the barbecue and get things ready. So thanks for joining me, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you enjoyed it, share it with your friends. Anyways, till next time, cheers.